Every genius in history said the same thing pretty much when they was asked. How they knew what they did. I just knew. But it's not mysticism, it's pattern recognition, and it is one of the most slept on skills that you can develop. You don't need to read every book, you don't need formal training, and you don't even need degrees. I am proof of this. What you need to see is the pattern once, clearly, deeply, and completely, and then you'll find it everywhere. Math isn't numbers, math is about relationships, patterns of how things connect, scale, and repeat. Now, I'm not good with numbers at all, but I do know math in its true form. Once you see the pattern in one domain, you can map it across all of the domains, from biology, cosmology, human behavior, music, architecture, economics, consciousness itself. It's the same pattern at different scales. So why is pattern recognition so slept on? When we was in the education system, they teach us to memorize, not to recognize. They give us facts that are skewed to remember, formulas to apply, and information to regurgitate. But they don't teach us how to see the underlying structure, or how to find the same pattern across multiple disciplines, or how to know without being told. That's the genius move. Not having more information, having better perception of the patterns information creates. So it's simple to see it. For example, the Fibonacci spiral shows up in galaxies, hurricanes, seashells, human DNA, market cycles. It's the same pattern, just different materials, different scales, but it is the same underlying code. Once you see it in one place, you start to see it everywhere, and it's not coincidence, it's recognition. Now, the way that this changes everything is really simple, because when you develop pattern recognition, you learn faster because you're not starting from scratch every time. You're able to connect the dots that others miss, so it's cross-domain synthesis. You innovate easier because you can apply the patterns from one field into another field and solve problems. You know things were never taught because you extracted the pattern and then you applied it. This is precisely how I was able to uncover so much scientifically and yet have no formal training in the fields. I've never read a single book on alchemy. The first book that I read was the one I wrote. But because I understand the patterning process, I have developed the most advanced alchemical systems the world has ever had access to. It's not rocket science, but my pattern skills could decode rocket science also in 24 hours or less and correlate it with every other parallel pattern. It is all patterns. Go out and test this for yourself. Go into reality today, in the world around you, outside, and find one pattern. Could be a shape that repeats in nature and architecture, a rhythm in music that matches your heartbeat, a behavior pattern in people that mirrors the flow of water, a color code hiding in plain sight. Find it once, then look for it everywhere. When you start seeing the same pattern at multiple scales across domains, you're not learning anymore, you're remembering. And this is how we remember. Remembering the reality runs on repeating code. And once you crack that one piece of that code, the rest starts unlocking itself. Pattern recognition isn't a gift that some people have and others don't. It's a skill that you develop by actually looking. Stop consuming information. Start seeing the structure underneath. That's where the real knowledge lives. Now, if you want to learn how to do this, archetype13.com is where you start.